this week's edition of Telegraph Herald More Than the Score. I am your host, Steve Ortman. Alongside me this week, Brenden West. And there you have it. You saw it to open the show. Dubuque Wahlert wins a second straight state volleyball championship. That's pretty much going to do it for this week's episode. They won the title. We'll see you next week.
Hold on, man. We have to talk about
we got to talk about. Oh, yeah, we got to break this down. Yeah. You got to get us on camera talking about this.
Man.
So tell us about it. What a great run once again by the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, great run, different run. You know, last year, as we all remember, Wahlert swept through the competition, you know, very dominant, led by Mackenzie May, an All-American. Different team, a lot of returners, but, you know, a different style team. You know, we knew that balance was going to be able to bring these Golden Eagles over the hump. And, you know, credit to all the players on the court here. We had standout play from our middles. We had Jenna Gremmel setting a nice balanced offense. We had McKenna Horchuk on the outside. She hit .419 as a kill percentage over the course of three tournament matches as Wahlert ran through Pella, ran through Lewis Central. Then they get up against Sergeant Bluff Luton in the championship match. They get handed not just one, but two set losses, okay? The first adversity these guys have really dealt with at the end. And who steps up? Aaliyah Carter, their sophomore standout, a record 34 kills in the championship match, all-tournament team captain honors, you know, an incredible way for her to cap her season. And Wahlert is a state champion again as a result. I caught up with Aaliyah after that phenomenal championship match, and here's a few things that she had to say.
It's been a long time since you guys dropped a set. You lose the opener there. So what did you come out in set two and dominate it? So what did that take? What did you guys change up? What was different about set one and set two?
You know, I think we just had to forget about the first set, definitely, and play our game because we knew we could beat them. We just needed to play together and do what we needed to do.
Same question, but for set four and set five, you know, it's hard to drop that fourth set and bounce all the way back the way you guys did in the fifth set. So what did it take? Anything? I mean, what were you guys telling yourselves?
On the bench, we were really tense, going to be honest, but we just executed what we needed to do. We calmed ourselves down and we did it.
Any, you know, 33 kills, that ties a state record for 4A. I don't know if you knew that, but I mean, you know, when you think about this match and everything, the way you played and the memories here, what's going to stick out for you most?
It feels great. You know, transferring was a big deal for me, and I didn't know if it was going to really work out, but it did, and I love that I have my family, friends, and my teammates behind me.
So that was Aaliyah. She obviously had a fantastic tournament with that record-setting 34 kills, but not to be outdone, Jenna Gremmel in that title match also had a record 58 assists in that match, joining Aaliyah on the all-tournament team, as well as her teammate Crystal Tranel, 27 digs, also an all-tournament team nod. Those two, Jenna Gremmel and Crystal Tranel, are repeat all-tournament team members, so congratulations to them. Congratulations to all Wahlert, you know, on another historic victory that ups their program record state tournament titles to 19, which is absolutely phenomenal for that program.
Wow, 19 championships, another great run for Wahlert, but not the only team that made it down to state. Dubuque Hempstead and Dyersville Beckman both bowed out in the quarterfinals, but that's hardly a disappointment. Honestly, anytime you make it down to state, it's a great season. So talk a little bit about those two teams.
Well, absolutely. You know, Dyersville Beckman, they held tough against Waterloo Columbus in the Class 3A quarterfinal. They folded them in 4 sets, but you know, it's been a remarkable season for them. The Sailors actually move on to win that state championship game, and I don't believe they dropped a single set after that. So, you know, Beckman, the fact that they were able to hang tough with that team, big core of juniors, you know, they really held tough. That's the first time the Trailblazers have actually been to the state tournament in 11 seasons, and you know, a familiar face is at the helm of that. Todd Troutman comes out of retirement after 12 years, you know, away from the program. He comes back, leads Beckman to, you know, breaks that drought for Beckman. I caught up with him after their quarterfinal loss, and you know, he sort of reflected on the season and what maybe to expect a little bit for next year.
What was it like for you on the sidelines? You know, I mean, it was back and forth. You guys fended off, I want to say, like 5 match points. You had to really scratch and claw to make this a match. Columbus winds up taking it, but what's it like for you on the sidelines going through a true nail biter in that set 4.
I tell you what, you get the momentum swings, you get the emotion swings up and down, and just a feeling of just incredible pride at how these girls battled. And you're right, we fended off match point after match point. You know, they just never gave up. They never quit believing that they were going to get that thing. And boy, if you can instill that in a bunch of kids, and a bunch of kids can bring that to the table, it's fun to watch. So, you know, that's the biggest thing I'm going to take away from this experience down here. You know, just a great group of kids that just battled for all their hearts, and it was good to see.
Another phenomenal season for Dyersville Beckman. Like I said, they have that core of juniors. You know, plenty of talented players. Coming back for that team, so look for them in the future here. I think they're gonna be a team that hangs tough. Another young team that was down at state was obviously the Mustangs. They competed in Class 5A. They had to go up against a pretty difficult team as well. Ankeny Centennial, the 3-time defending champions. While Centennial winds up losing in the semifinals, they also swept Hempstead in the quarterfinals. You had this 6'2" phenomenal player. She's already committed to Wisconsin as a sophomore. Her name is Devin Robinson. She went off for 20 kills on 26 attempts, no errors, and Hempstead just really couldn't figure her out. So, but still a phenomenal season for them. Travis Wills caps his season with the most he's ever won as a head coach there for the Mustangs, and I was able to catch up with him and get a few comments from him.
You know, you got a lot of returners coming back for next year, and you know, I guess this is sort of their first taste. You know, everybody kind of has to get through the ranks sometime here. So now that they have that taste, that experience, do you think that's an opportunity for them to build?
Yeah, I mean, I most definitely think, you know, Jada and Corinne are going to come back, and the jump that Jada made last year, I think she's going to make the same jump this next year, and I think Corinne's going to make the same jump that Jada did. I think she can be a 4 kill per set player. You know, I think Jada's hopefully going to be up over 5 next year. You know, I think I have 2 freshman middles that are going to take another huge jump. We have to focus on our serve receive and our defense. That's kind of what we've been as a program the last 3 years. You know, losing Alana and Amber and a couple of our other seniors is going to be really hard, and I can't thank them enough for everything they did for this program. But you know, we got to go back to work. We got to do our job and get better, and you know, we're not going to settle for anything but it being back down here again next year.
So that's really just a taste of how phenomenal volleyball was in this area. We're actually reflecting all that with our annual TH All Area package coming up this weekend here, November 18th through the 19th. We'll start off on Saturday with our Player of the Year, and then we'll go into Sunday with our All Area team. 3 teams featured as well as honorable mention, and then we'll wrap things up on Monday with our Coach of the Year. Not going to spoil any surprises. I'll let you guys see that in our weekend package.
All right, well, always working hard on all area teams, so yep, you'll see that this weekend in print as well as telegraphherald.com. Now we look ahead. Volleyball's in the books, football's in the books, cross country in the books. Now we got a couple weeks off, we can just relax, right?
Yeah, I'd say so. There's nothing really big coming up this winter.
Oh, wait a second. I've got basketball games this weekend.
Sends it for 3.
I thought you were going to say like ballin' or something.
Ballin'!
Yeah, unbelievable. Been running the previews already. Girls basketball games getting underway this weekend. The city, we've got Hempstead starting off on Friday night. Seniors going to be playing on Saturday night. And then Waller gets started next Tuesday. So no rest for the weary. We're underway. So
I'm expecting nothing but a swish.
all right, good for you. That's going to do it for this week's episode of Telegraph Herald More Than the Score. I'm your host, Steve Ortman. For Brenden West, we'll see you next week.
Clock rising for 3. He drills it!